Well, happening this week, Oscar Wilde's landmark play, The Importance of Being Earnest, is opening at Portland Center Stage with some modern twists.
Yeah, the new adaptation blends 1919 Washington, D.C. with the contemporary landscape that we know today. And here with the preview of what's being called a visual feast is the playwright behind it all. We have Camila Bush. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
This is really fun. Okay, so how did this adaptation come about? And for those that aren't as familiar with the original work, what is the modern twist that is coming to the original?
Yeah, this adaptation came about because we really wanted to tell this story. It's a 100-year-old story, so we wanted to update it a little bit, and I had a wonderful time doing that. The original is about these two men who are lying to get women to fall in love with them.
A timeless tale.
You know, and it's a farce. It's a big frothy love farce, and the thing is, Oscar Wilde, the original playwright, was a queer person who wasn't allowed to live his life the way he wanted to, and he would write all of this queer subtext into his works, all these coded messages to the people who knew what the story was about, and I decided to make that subtext the text a little bit.
Interesting. All right.
Taking that, putting it at the title.
100%.
Yeah. So what does that mean on stage? What are folks going to get to enjoy?
They're going to get to enjoy a twist on this love story. The original is, you know, like I said, these two men trying to get these women to fall in love with them, but they might be hiding a little bit of their true feelings for each other, and maybe the ladies meet each other and fall a little bit in love too. But we just are having a good time with what I think is possibly Wilde's original intention, just trying to make a play that he would have written if the world were this much better for him.
That is such a cool way to look at it.
It really
and kind of
is.
Reimagine the story.
How fun was it to reimagine this story and put this together?
Oh my goodness, so fun. I've known this play since I was in high school. It was one of the first classic plays that I ever read. And so it's been a story that I've had with me for too long. And so it just felt really magical to get a chance to play with Wilde on this text.
That's awesome.
And what do you think? I mean, here we are on the second day of Pride Month, you know, talking about all these fun plans coming up for June and July here in Portland. What do you think this means for queer audiences to have a story like this on stage?
I always say that this is a story about finding love in a hopeless place. I think that it's also a celebration of queerness and saying we've always been here. We didn't just arrive yesterday. None of these things are made up or modern. This kind of love has always existed. And so I find it a really beautiful way to celebrate our queer history.
Is there a moment in this show where you're really, I don't know what you're willing to give away now versus, what can you tease versus what can you reveal, but is there a moment in the show that you are just so excited for viewers to experience and have that takeaway?
Yeah, there's this moment where the truth is revealed and the entire world shifts in this beautiful, amazing way. This play has always had lots of flowers, and it's set in the country in a garden. And so it's really romantic and beautiful. You all keep saying a visual feast, and I really agree with that. It is one of the most beautiful plays I've seen in a very long time.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And honestly, it's a great time to go check out a show at a local theater. I mean, we have talked about it a lot over the last few months. A lot of our local arts organizations, Portland Center Stage included, needs your support right now. What do you want folks to know about just where the arts are at right now?
Yeah, we're all fighting for our lives, and it's an important fight that we're in because I think that the arts connect us to each other, remind us of our own humanities, remind us to look at each other in the face and see each other for who we are. And so it's something that we need to preserve. It's something that we need to fight for. And I think it is worth it to go see a play. Even if you can't donate, just come see a play.
Yeah, just go to a show, dinner and a show.
Right.
Make it a date.
And PCS really, they have so many awesome ways to get involved and to go see a play. BIPOC Affinity Night, different sliding scales for people who want to come and check out local art. So definitely put this one on your calendar.
Yeah, great to talk to you about this. This is a really fun take on it. It's great to talk to you and break a leg at the show.
Thank you.
All right. So the show opens up this Friday on the U.S. Bank main stage. Previews run Tuesday through Thursday. And to learn more about those tickets and times, you can find the links in this story on coin.com. Hey, just a heads up, expect